All right, hello and welcome back, or welcome to the channel, I should say, not welcome back. I was sitting here enjoying my Wednesday when we were surprised, ambushed with a Kenobi trailer, and we have to take a look at that. Everything has been dropped, and so let's just get into it. I figure this will be a good video to kind of get my feet wet with a little bit, and then we could kind of just see what we see. Luke! Luke Skywalker!
Stay hidden.
No. Oh my god. No. Grand Inquisitor?
To hunting Jedi. This patience.
Oh my god!
Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
Oh my god, dude, this is awesome! I love the Inquisitors. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Vader breathing. Vader breathing. Okay. Oh my god. Hang on a minute. Alright. Hello and welcome. We are back on the Kenobi trailer here. I've had a chance to sort of collect my marbles a little bit, watch it several more times, feel more comfortable giving my thoughts on it. Now that a little more information's come out and we can look a little more closer at some of these, or look a little closer at some of these scenes here. So we've got, this is pretty much right out of the Legends novel, which I can't remember the name of, but he's got the same animal. He's pretty lonely in the desert. It looks like he's living in a cave. I can't remember where that scene is here, but somewhere in the first bit here, he's not even having his hut yet. So that's a while off. And this is about 10 years after the Revenge of the Sith. So we've got some wiggle room as to the timeline here. Maul is still alive. Vader's still looking for him. The Empire's seizing control of everything. And so yeah, we're seeing Obi-Wan probably and the Jedi at their lowest, as whoever survived Order 66 is getting clamped down on now. And most of all him. Vader's got it out for that guy. I got really excited when I saw little kid Luke here. It's very cool to see him kind of, wanting to be a pilot all the way back when he was 10 years old. And this is really the first time we've seen him since he was born. And the first thing he's doing is, pretending to be a pilot. So that's about perfect. I only hope that he's a smaller part of this show. I hope he's not like a regular solid character coming back, every single episode or anything. Not that there's anything wrong with Luke. I just feel like we've gotten a lot of Luke exposure lately. The Book of Boba Fett, for example, The Mandalorian. Luke is pretty dominant in every scene he's in those. So I would like this to be more centered about Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he's, watching out for Luke, but that is, something that we only see Luke when Obi-Wan sees Luke, really. And now, he looks great. He looks on the way to Alec Guinness, but he still looks like prequel Ewan. It's great. It's awesome. He looks great. It's exactly what I would have expected. And I'll tell you, up until them actually dropping the trailer for this, I was worried it would get canceled the whole time. You know how Star Wars can be. So the fact that it's finally here, it's very, very exciting. And the fact that it looks so good. Okay, yeah, here we had Duel of the Fates playing. Oh, yeah. And then we've got an Inquisitor transport ship. Now, it looks very similar to the one from Jedi Fallen Order. It also kind of looks like the Republic attack shuttle. I'm hoping to take a little bit closer look at that later on. Now, I mean, and Duel of the Fates just sends goosebumps down your, whoever you are, it doesn't even matter. It'll send goosebumps down anybody's back. Um, I feel like that's got to mean something. They wouldn't just put that in there for no reason. Like, it's not just, hey, we're going to put Duel of the Fates, but Maul's not going to show up. I feel like that's almost a telltale sign that Maul is coming. And, I mean, I guess we'll see, but he wasn't in this trailer at all, aside from his theme. But I'm still hopeful. Anyway, here, looking forward, we've got, it looks like Fortress Inquisitorius. It's got to be, right? And it is literally, it's perfect. It's got the, piano black floor all over, and then as well as, rising up out of the ocean. They've got TIE fighters up in the rack here for defense, an Imperial shuttle. And what it looks like here, I'm not sure, but it may actually be. It kind of looks like the Separatist shuttle. Really, it's too small for sure, but it kind of does. These over here are almost certainly troop transports. Um, AAL or something like that. Whatever Gideon had off of his Star Destroyer. Now, seeing the Grand Inquisitor here, or hearing the Grand Inquisitor here, was, seeing his subtitles say actual Grand Inquisitor was great. Okay, come on, what's going on here? There we go. Okay, so this is where I wanted it. Because, first off, I'm going to start on the good news. The fifth brother, that's for sure the fifth brother there. He looks great. You'll see more of him later. He's got a really great scene. But then, see, like the Inquisitor, I'll put a picture of the Rebels Inquisitor up somewhere on the screen. But he's a bit too thin, or too thick, you know what I mean? The other iteration was very thin, and if you look at the same species from Revenge of the Sith, which I'll also try to put a picture of, I don't know. He looks like the '60s Martian, 60s Martian, movies, the horror movies, kind of. So let's just see here. What else we got? Oh yeah, so that looks like a city bus of sorts or something in Tatooine, and if I'll be damned if he's not going to Mos Eisley. That's got to be Mos Eisley, and this is very likely when he's leaving his planet. But we'll see. I really like the variety of people in here. There's whatever, I can't remember what that alien is, but she's in there. We see those. There's another alien back here. Everybody's dressed in rags. Nobody's making eye contact. Everybody's looking down. This is just the perfect place for a Jedi to hide.
Help what they are.
So then, okay, now we get to, this is definitely Fortress Inquisitorius, because if you look over here, we are underwater. And it looks perfect. This is likely Vader's seat, being that it looks just like his castle. And then I'm assuming this Inquisitor, who I believe her name was released as Reba, she's going to be kind of the main antagonist, I suppose. And she'll probably be sitting here or whatever, and then maybe the Grand Inquisitor here. I don't know, but I mean, that better be Vader's seat, is all I'm saying. And it's really nice to see the Empire, like, clean. You know what I mean? The clean, shiny armor. I love that, because, a lot of the troops we see in The Mandalorian are scuffed up naturally, which is good, it's fine, but I'm ready to see some, full might Empire here. Okay, and then, yeah, so this is a interesting thing here. We've got a public execution on Tatooine, probably at the hands of Reba, because she does not, or she appears right after this, and this scene right here very well could be the reason Owen Large is so hesitant to even talk about Jedi or Obi-Wan Kenobi or Anakin Skywalker with Luke in Episode 4. So we've got, and I'm very glad to see him back in the franchise. He was criminally underused in the prequel trilogy. I mean, he had a couple lines in Attack of the Clones, and then I don't even think he had a line at all in Revenge of the Sith. He just appeared physically, which great, but you know, um, I'm glad he's back. Is all I'm saying. Okay, here we've got what I would assume is Corellia, maybe. I don't know, but it's a very interesting looking planet for sure. I love these city type planets. Um, Reba's definitely on the hunt. And we see Obi-Wan later on the same planet with a blaster, so I don't know. We'll see. And then, okay, this is a pretty decent shot here too of her looking out over this town, city, planet, what have you. And it looks pretty. I mean, I love the lights. I just the aesthetic of it is so cool. It was really cool to see the space station in Book of Boba Fett. So anytime we're introduced to a new landscape like this, I'm all for it. And then here's my ship again. I like the wings kind of slot up a little bit as it lands, I believe.
The Jedi code is light.
Yes. So I'm really interested in learning more about that ship. Anytime something comes out, I like to read about the Star Wars physics of it and whatnot. So that one's going to be, and I mean they show it pretty heavily in the trailer here. I would assume that that's for a reason. I mean, I'm betting it's going to come back regularly. Reba's probably going to be behind the wheel, so to speak. So we'll be interested to see that over on my end. Moving on, now I cannot remember this actress's name, but this is Ilaria Sand from Game of Thrones, and she looks great. I don't know, she could be Governor Price, maybe? Or what's her name from Rebels? I can't remember exactly, but she could be, or she could be a completely new character. I really don't know. But in any case, she looks great. She looks very menacing. I wouldn't mess with her. She looks like she's obviously on Tatooine here. I really hope she's not going to the Lars homestead, but that's likely the case. Or maybe just looking for Obi-Wan himself. I would like to think that Obi-Wan throws them off the trail, but we'll see. We've got just like a lineup. We're looking through people here. More clean stormtroopers that I love to see. Obi-Wan sees this going on. That's a very good shot of him with the hood. This is kind of like what various fan arts and fan films have had some variation of him kind of just like that. Looking in between two people at you, the focus is only on him. Everybody else is very blurry. I don't know. I think that's pretty marvelous. I would love to get this shot in better quality, but that's for a later date. And then I had a thought here too. Okay, so before we get to that though, this droid looks very familiar, and if I believe, thank you to Star Wars Explained for translating this Arabesh for me. This is Ned, apparently, and I don't know what his story is going to be, but I'm hoping that he helps Obi-Wan out because I do love a little droid humor. So we're looking forward to seeing him there. Now, as we moved on to this, it's very hard to see, but the way that it looks here, now, it kind of looks to me a little bit like clone armor, especially because the glove looks kind of blue to me. I don't know if you guys can see that really, but I have a sneaking suspicion, and you see right here too, there's another blue bit here, and he doesn't really look like the droid, who did have some blue on him. He didn't look like Ned, but I don't know. I'm fairly convinced that this is a clone. Although it would make more sense for Commander Cody to appear than Rex. I will take either. But I don't think this is a stormtrooper. This looks a little too much to be a stormtrooper. It looks like he's got something on his gauntlet here too. So maybe Rex has become a bit of a bounty hunter in between episode 3 and when he contacts the rebels, which hasn't happened yet, obviously. So it's completely possible. Let's see here, what else we got?
Where is he?
Okay, so this is what I mean here. Like, his head is very egg-shaped, which is fine. That's the shape of a normal human head, so that's totally fine usually. However, he's not a human. So if you look at, again, the other species whose name escapes me, it just, I don't know. He's a bit thick, is all I'm saying. He's got the Cad Bane thing going on, but I'm sure I'm going to get over that in no time. What I'm not going to get over anytime soon are the helicopter lightsaber blades. And I mean, I get it, I guess, for the Rebels kids show, alright, fine. But it just, I don't know.
Where is he?
That's not moving fast enough, in my opinion, for where it should be. And in addition to that, I don't know. I just don't like the helicopter blades. I think they're dumb, but maybe they'll make them cooler in this show. Now this is my favorite shot from the trailer, probably. I assume this is the same city Rebel was on, hunting Obi-Wan, and the same. We'll see more of this later. But it's great. We've got a platoon of clean stormtroopers, it would appear, led by the fifth brother through what is kind of like Times Square of Star Wars. Whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can see so many different like species and aliens in here. I was looking at this for quite a while on Wednesday when this came out. I had paused it here. I had a much better frame than this, but I had paused it, and there's literally so many different aliens and wardrobes and stuff. This may be one of the better like underworld type scenarios we've seen since, I don't know, maybe Attack of the Clones. But anyway, my point is this great shot right here. I'm really looking forward to seeing the fifth brother in action. Previously, we saw some escape pods in that last scene. Don't know what the deal is there. It's not much really to be gathered from that. Here we've got who I assume is Owen Lars trying to run away. This poor fella back here appears to be getting stabbed. Unfortunate pause frame. But anyway, yeah, so more Reba, more menacing Reba. Now, that is the Jedi symbol, the hope symbol, what have you, and it looks like probably Reba is touching this on the hunt, on the trail, as you would. Okay, so here's what okay, so this is good right here, because it doesn't show the face of the person. We see Obi-Wan with the blaster later on, yes. But I don't think it's Obi-Wan. I'm going to pose the theory that that is Cassian Andor. I think he needs another bit of screen time before his show comes out to get people a little excited. I think that would fit perfectly. It also could be Han Solo. I've heard some people on like Reddit saying it's Han Solo. Not sure. That is not a DL-44 pistol that Han has used, and definitely has by this point, as I believe he has it I believe Solo has already happened, and so he should have that gun. And I just don't know. I don't know if he'll show up. I think this is Cassian Andor, not Obi-Wan Kenobi, not Han Solo. So if we're right, I said it first. But we probably aren't, so I don't know. We'll see. See, like, when we move on here, Obi-Wan appears to have a different blaster right there, from what I can tell. He's got it's a chunky one, you know what I mean? And I can't tell exactly what it is, but it might be like a stolen E11 from a stormtrooper. But they purposely don't really give you a good shot of that because, you know, they don't really want you to know. They want to kind of be like you to come back and say, oh, that was Cassian Andor. That kind of looks like an SE-44C. However, I didn't think that was invented yet. Well, whatever. The point is, I don't think that that's Obi-Wan in that last shot, and I think that proves it right there. However, another interesting point, though, it's good that they're having Obi-Wan use blasters here, because if he was waving his lightsaber around, I'm sure that would put him on the radar of everybody in the galaxy. So good that they're not making it too fan servicey. Now the birds, I'm interested in what you guys think the birds mean. People are saying the birds could mean a lot of different things. symbolically. I don't know. I have no idea what they are. I don't think I've seen them before. But we shall, I suppose, be surprised then when it comes. I don't know. And the Vader breathing. So, phenomenal. Very good stuff. All for it. We got the good lightsaber cutting action for the Disney logo. I mean, everything is falling into place here. Alright, so that is pretty much it, minus a very nice shot of Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader that's been released by Entertainment Weekly. However, besides that, though, we have got all our Kenobi news that we are probably going to get for the foreseeable future. So I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. Do you think I'm right with my predictions and thoughts and analyzations? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You be the judge. I'd also love to hear what you guys think. Did you like the trailer? Are you excited? And I hope to see you guys back next time we have a Star Wars video. Thanks for stopping by.